There are various annotation enhancements in AutoCAD 2010. For example, I've got some text here that's made up with columns. You have a dynamic column setting now. If I click here and then look at the grips that I've got, they're very similar to tables. So what I can do, I can extend downwards to change the text height. Can you see that there? That changes the height of the column. I can change the column width dynamically here. So that makes my columns wider, like so. As you can see, they don't look so good that way, so I'll take it back this way, like so. But if I go this way, like that, that changes the column width. Now, obviously, things have changed there now to a point where the text is pretty much unreadable. The good thing is, if I hit Escape and I undo that there, you can see that if I just undo those changes, they go back again. Now, if I double-click on the text and go into the text editor now, you can see the columns here. If I click on columns, you'll see I've got no columns, but there's that dynamic columns, auto height and manual height. It's a default setting. It's always there and switched on. It's a new setting in AutoCAD 2010. Let me just escape that now, and what I'll do, I'll close the text editor as well. Now you'll notice there are certain spelling mistakes there. We've got sprinklers and aqueduct and things like that. Now what we're going to do, we're going to look at the spell check here. Now the spell check is in the Annotate tab on the ribbon. And what I really like about the check spelling now is I can click on it here. It brings up the dialog box and I've got the option to search in either the entire drawing, the current space layout, or selected objects. If I go selected objects and use the select objects button, I can go and click on this piece of text only and then right click to confirm it. Now the good thing is it doesn't automatically kick off with a spell check, which allows me to set things like the main dictionary. Now I'm using American English there at the moment. I could use any of those dictionaries that are available in AutoCAD 2010. Notice British English is ISE, so something like customize is spelt with an ISE at the end, rather than the American setting where it would be IZE, or as the Americans say, IZE. I'm going to stick with American English for now and hit start. As you can see there, what I really like is it zooms in. So it's telling me now that adequate is obviously spelt incorrectly. There's adequate there, so I select it, I change it. It tells me that sprinklers is spelt incorrectly. There's the suggestion there, so I change it, and it changes. Contractors is missing a C, so there's the suggestion, change it again. Spelling check complete, I OK it now, and I close. Now what I can do as well is I can utilize find and replace. So I've got find text here. Again, this is new. I can type in any word that I want to find in the drawing. So let's have a look now. Let's click here on this little icon here. That brings up the dialog box, or does it? It won't if this is empty. So let's look for the word sprinklers, like so, and then click on the icon. It'll find me the incidences of the word sprinklers there, you'll notice. Now, do I want to replace that? I might want to replace that with, let's say, for example, water tools or something like that. I'm just using words off the top of my head here, but let's do that. Let's put water tools, like so. Let's put it as all one word as well, like that. And I'm going to replace all. 3 matches found, 1 object changed. So you'll see now that water tools, it's also affected the column settings there. So I'm going to say that I'm done with that. Let's go back again now and change them again back to sprinklers by looking for water tools, like so. So I click on the search, it finds me the water tools, and I'm going to replace that with sprinklers. So I'll type that in there like so, replace all, and they're now changed, and I click on done, and you'll see that sprinklers is back again. Now you'll notice there that that has actually messed up the tabbing there on my columns. That's no biggie. What I do is I double click on the text and I go back into my column settings like so. I can change all of this in the text editor here. Now I'm not here to show you how to use multi-line text. You should know how to use that by now yourselves. So I'm just going to close that now and close the text editor. But you can see there that the enhancements to the annotation allow you to work very quickly and very easily with text and find and replace. There are also some dimensional enhancements that allow you in your dimension style now If I just go here quickly and go to modify, in your units, you've got the option now for leading subunits here. That's another enhancement in 2010. And there's many other enhancements as well that you can work with, such as text objects now are allowed to be much bigger. So a piece of text like this can be much, much bigger now. I think it used to be 32K that the size was the maximum. It's now 256K. So you can now add a lot more text to your drawing. So annotation enhancements, again, make you more productive, make you more effective in AutoCAD 2010.